Hello, military friends and family, and this is from the front lines. This week we're heading into Thanksgiving, and I want to just talk about something deeper than the holiday, something a lot of people don't always admit out loud, and that's purpose. Not the job title, not the uniform, not the expectations. I mean the purpose you feel when you wake up and ask yourself, what am I even doing with my life right now? Because many veterans, families, caregivers, purpose shifts. Sometimes it fades, sometimes it feels like it was left somewhere between the service, the deployments, the losses, the transitions, the trauma, so much that has happened to us, especially the family members as well that was with us along the whole journey, and what about the family members that came after the experience? And the truth is, purpose doesn't disappear. It gets buried under everything you've had to survive. Some are carrying grief, some are fighting to stay motivated, some are trying to, rebuild after setbacks. Some are just juggling so much that they've forgotten what joy even feels like. And during holidays like Thanksgiving or Christmas or, whatever it is, when the world says be grateful, some people are actually asking, but what am I giving back? What am I here for now? Like, why? Let me tell you this plainly. Purpose isn't a destination, it's connection. It's the moments you show up for someone else. It's the phone call you answer. It's the honesty you share when someone needs to hear they're not alone. Purpose is built through impact and not perfection. The Dwyer Coalition sees it every day when a veteran supports another veteran. That's purpose. When a family member holds the line while someone struggles, that's purpose. When a caregiver pushes through burnout just to keep someone safe, that's purpose. When a peer shows up with something but lived experience and heart, that's purpose. You don't need a uniform or paperwork to matter. You don't need to feel, you don't need a flawless life to make a difference. You don't need everything figured out. If you're waking up and trying, even when it feels heavy, your purpose is already in motion. So this week, give yourself permission to breathe, reflect, connect, reach out if you feel lost. And if you do, have the strength, check in on someone else, because purpose grows every time we lift each other. From all of us across New York State to the country, your story still matters. You still matter. And if life has to try to convince you otherwise, let this be your reminder. So as you just, continue on your journey, know that purpose is always there. You have support, you have a community, there's resources, there's organizations, there's so much out here to help you get to that purpose. And we could talk about the Dwyer program, the peer-to-peer program, and all the counties of how they implement these different resources and these different community and how they just do it. They bring purpose to each person's life. And what about the resources such as the VSAs, like Ulster County, Dutchess County, Rensselaer, Saratoga, Jefferson, Suffolk, 62 counties provides resources to all of our community. And then there's the organizations like the Veteran Medical Center. There's Homeward Bound. There's so much organizations that's out here that is providing purpose. So as I talk about purpose, we're going to continue to talk about purpose in many other ways. As we create these different videos, we're going to talk about why you matter and why your family member matter, the caregivers, the children, all these individuals. That's just part of the unit that keeps us moving forward. And that's our purpose, living for the next person. So as we continue to move on, as always, I share the different resources. I always say, our website, the Facebook, Instagram, so much resources. And I'm not going to stop that until we know that, we've hit zero, suicide or zero mental health crises or whatever it is. We're going to continue to push out all these different resources and just talk about why you matter. And that's just finding your purpose. So, like, share all that good stuff, and we'll love to see you at one of these events that these Dwyer programs have. Take care, everybody.